Hi there, it's Siobhan, it's the Galloping Housewife. Off out to the yard today. It's been a couple of days since I went out. Just one day actually. I didn't go out yesterday, which is actually a planned day, so I don't tend to go out there on a Saturday because my yard owner's off, and I've said before I don't like riding the horses or doing stuff with the horses when there is no one around, but also we had Storm Malik, and I said in my last message, last time I was speaking to you, that it was called Storm Mistral, and I have absolutely no fucking idea where that came from because it's Storm Malik. Someone who was far more witty than me said something about the wind's only blowing in one direction, but anyway. So yeah, it blew its tits off yesterday, and shat itself with rain. Not so much rain actually, but it was certainly very windy. Lots of trees came down and all sorts of exciting things like that. And actually we're expecting another one. We've got Storm Corey coming in this afternoon, or Corey, depending on where you're from. And so yeah, not due to hit for another few hours, so I'm hoping to get a little bit done before he or she they hit. I had a good day out there the other day. I didn't ride Percy. Like I said, he's really getting the short straw at the moment, but that's okay. But I did do Mitch, and he was really, really cool actually. He was grand. He's really back to how he is temperament wise and stuff, so had a few things going on. I didn't lunge him before I got on, and he had a good spook at something, but it was just a spook and a stop rather than a spook and a piss off and buck, which is great. So really good to have him back on track, and hopefully we can get going with him, depending on what my surgeon says, or the surgeon says on Tuesday. Might be taking another interlude, mightn't we? Yeah, so that's that. So yesterday I did fuck all. I stayed at home. I actually lay in bed for a while, which I never do, and I got up and watched a bit of telly, and I fossicked around a bit on the computer, but it was just a really chill day, which was nice to have. And like I said, I just don't do that very often. Did absolutely nothing physical, so which I get a bit cabin fevery, but it's it is nice every now and then to do. My husband went and played rugby, which is great, because if he doesn't do something quite physical every single day, then he's absolutely unbearable. And actually my cousin, they've got COVID in their house. We're supposed to be going there for a roast today, but the youngest has come home from school with COVID, which is a bit shit. So they're all in isolation, and if it ever hits our house, it's going to be awful, because David is not good at doing nothing. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. And today I have got literally something that is really, really current for me has come up and has made me reflect, and it is the fact that I actually have made some money in the business this month. So for the first time actually ever, by the time I pay all my costs, I am actually taking home a whole £1,000 from over the course of the month from the business, from the Galloping Housewife, that is, out of the work that I have done. That's going to be written off. I won't be paying you tax on it. I think it's going to be written off against a year of losses last year when I was setting it all up. and there are a lot of costs that went into it. Yeah, it'll be a while yet before I get ahead on that in that regard, but it is a milestone to be acknowledged that you know, that the business is actually making money, and you know, and some people will feel really uncomfortable with that, and with me talking about it, and actually society as a whole is uncomfortable with people talking about money, and especially women are uncomfortable with talking about money. And if you want to delve into money mindset, send me a message, and I will you know, send you the link to the mentors that I have that have guided me through sort of how we think about money, and how we approach this. But the other reason that people will feel I feel uncomfortable, and a lot of women feel uncomfortable, is that I am making money I'm making money out of something that I really enjoy, that I feel really drawn to do, and that, in all honesty, I find quite easy. And there is a lot of resistance to that. There'll be a lot of people out there that think that in order to make money you have to work hard. In order to make money especially in order to make more money, you have to work harder, you have to work longer. I mean, this is something that has been sort of beaten into us from the industrial age. But actually, there is no shame in forming a business or seeking employment, and finding that job or that the work that you do within your own business to be extremely enjoyable and extremely easy for you. I mean, that is the point. You know, that is the point. We are we are put on this earth to give from our gifts, from the things that come easy to us, that many other people won't find easy. And it doesn't matter whether your calling is to be a coach, and you are remarkable at being able to communicate with a particular set, a particular skill set, with a particular and it's often a niche market. So you might be really good at speaking to absolute beginners, or you might be really good at teaching a specific discipline. I mean, a lot of people will focus on a discipline and they feel okay about that, but you might be particularly good. I know there is one coach down in the Cotswolds, and a lot of people will know who I'm talking about here. But his primary, a lot of people that move in my circles will know who I'm talking about here. His primary, the thing that he goes around, and he goes to the top stables in the country, and teaches Piaffe massage. And especially he's particularly good at in handwork. But that's what he is absolutely remarkable for. And actually, my first dressage coach, people often said that he could put Piaffe in a camel. So it's and he finds that remarkably easy, and it's fine for him to go around and charge top dollar. And there he teaches Olympic medalists. Or helps with their horses. This is not just sort of run-of-the-mill people that use him. I mean, run-of-the-mill people like myself, and all the other sort of like amateur galloping housewife, people that are getting those horses through to advanced or Grand Prix use him as well. He's not exclusive by that in any stretch of the imagination, but surely a horse needs to be at a certain level before it will appreciate that sort of advanced training. But if you are an artist, I've got a good friend who's made an amazing business doing live drawings for, or live illustrations for events. An incredible business, and works with some huge companies, and charges well. And she just loves it and finds it easy and has a very cruisy life. Or you know, or you're very good with finances, and you are the sort of person that can look at a bunch of numbers and sort of draw out, okay, you need to be saving this to spend on this. You know, it's like it's whatever your gift is, it is absolutely okay to charge for it. It is absolutely okay to make money from it. And you know, my thing is that, and I've resisted this for a really long time. I have, and I've talked here before, you know, I have a lot of stuff about my voice is not worth listening to, my opinion doesn't count, and also that whole sort of like I feel that I need to be reliant on other people to make money. And I've been successful before. I know I have that knowledge of you know, setting up a business that is extremely successful. But I have to say that my particular skill set was extremely useful in the early days of that business. Now, with a few sort of different changes in focus and how we are supplied, and you know, the needs of the people that we are working with, my particular skill set isn't needed so much anymore. So you know, I kind of have minimal input in that. I mean, like, I'm quite willing to and happy to step that back up again if it's ever required. But at the moment, that business is going along quite happily with me just being sort of the overseeing, you know, sort of strategist, I guess. So for me, I mean, this business here with the Galloping Housewife is really what I feel that I am, you know, that I have a particular, I guess, calling to give, you know. I mean, like, I don't like that, but it's my skill set. I have a good knowledge base in the 3 different themes that I you know, I choose to talk about, business, the sort of lifestyle design stuff, and also health and nutrition. But I have an ability that not many people, other people have, to you know, to write in a way that resonates with people, with my demographic, which is other middle-aged galloping housewives, and that actually conveys the messages that I need, or that my community needs, and that I want to convey. So yeah, so that's sort of what I came here to say. That's what I came here to say. Sorry, I was just driving into a car park, and there was not another single car around, but there were 3 girls in front of me on their phones. Absolutely no idea that they were walking in the middle of the road. So yeah, I mean, that's just what I wanted to come here to say. I mean, I'm celebrating for myself because I you know, I am really proud of the fact that this is the first month that I have made money. And I also wanted to, you know, I wanted to point out that it's worth celebrating. It's worth celebrating every milestone, you know. I mean, like £1,000, if you've got horses, £1,000 a month, or horses of a family, £1,000 a month is not going to go far. I'm not buying a new horse or putting up an indoor school or anything like that anytime soon. But but it's still, it really is worth celebrating. But also to smash down a few of those walls that we have around the fact that it's okay to make money. It's okay to make money, that it's okay to make money doing something that serves other people, that it's okay to make money doing something that you really enjoy and that you find easy. All those things are okay. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you on the next commute. Bye now.